charges there are nowadays, the idea is not so far from reality. It is especially this machine is available already in the world, already designed by the engineers. So we can also see the opportunities in an artist. So I highly respect artists because artist is someone who highly imagine about the world, about the future. And we are the technologists, we have to work for the future. How people now I'm again going to turn the time travel machine and switch into 10 years later. How people imagine future 100 years ago, you already got it. Now the next. After 10 years ago, what is going to be happening? What is the future? New world of work, AI and machine learning, robotics, process automation, yes, computing and quantum computing, maybe some words you have not ever heard about it. And virtual reality and augmented reality on job for you. I'm also a teacher, right? For class 9 and class 2, I used to teach in Christian Academy, class 9 and 10. And I just asked a question, what do you mean by hardware to the student? And a student just say, the parts of a computer system that can be kicked, that is hardware. Just joke. Hardware is something, the parts of a computer system that can be kicked. That is hardware. Okay, now the future of world, virtual reality and augmented reality, blockchain, 5G. You know, Worldlink is also implementing 5G in Nepal. And cloud computing, cyber security, these are the future, and you can see your career in these fields. You can choose any one, right? You have AI and machine learning, you can go to AI, artificial intelligence and machine learning. Machine learning is a part of AI. Robotics, process automation, you can simply start a career in robotics, process automation. Next is edge computing and quantum computing. Still the research is happening, and this is the very new thing that is happening, that is going to happen in the world, because IBM and the big companies, Google, Microsoft is working on edge computing and quantum computing. Next is virtual reality and augmented reality, blockchain, 5G, cloud computing, cyber security, you can choose any one. Now, what are the posts that is going to create in the future? What are the job posts? What is the future? Because most of the posts like typists, repetitive type of tasks, labors, that is going to be replaced by the robots. So you won't get job just by having typing skills. Right? They will lose their jobs in the future. In the foreign, they have already lost their jobs, but in Nepal, that's in the process. So in the future, there are 3 industries. I have classified industries into 3 areas. First one is higher cognitive. Those having higher cognitive skills, they will get job. Because for robots, this is very difficult to replace those who is very creative. Because robots cannot do creative type of things. Robots can only simplify the things which is repetitive. So doctors, accountants, research analysts and writers, this is the future. Next is social and emotional, business development, programming, counseling. Programming is there, that's our post, right? Programming, that's our field. And next area, complete area is for us, technological. Basic to advanced IT skill, no problem. If you have basic skill, you will get a job. Data analysis and engineering, there are lots of posts, UI UX engineer, front-end engineer, back-end engineer, database administrator. There are lots of posts available, right, in the field of technology. So these are the most hottest areas in case of job opportunity in the market. So you can simply analyze the market. You can only see the jobs opportunity in this field mainly. And are you ready for the jobs of the future? Are we ready for the jobs of the future? Yes. I'm asking a question. Lagrangians. I'm also Lagrangian, right? Okay. Are you ready for the jobs of the future? What job are you going to work? In which area are you going to work? Yeah. What will be your roles? You are just going to, type in Nepali fonts. That's all work in, government offices. Especially. Because right now I'm also working on government project. Because they all give us a project like software development to the private companies, right? Because they don't do anything. They just do data typing. In most of the cases. And we also have cyber security department in government. We also have very specific and the expertise department in government too. But mostly in government offices, if you go to the visit government offices, you can see the post as IT officer, but they are mostly working in just photocopying the documents, right? Post is IT officer. Okay. Now, are you ready for the jobs of the future? Maybe we are not. We are not ready. I have just designed this myself about our market, we and global market. What is the global market? Where it is, and where are we? And what about our market? Our market is very big, right? Our market is very big. If you go to the shop, if you go to the some vendors, and if you tell them, sir, I want to make application for you, I think you have to make application so that you can again sell more products. If you say that, they won't understand, right? Only 50%, 40% of the market businessmen, they understand the technology. That's why our market is very big. That's the main case we are not getting job in the market. That's the case software companies. There are more than 70 plus companies in Pokhara. Before 1 year ago, I listed out there were more than 60 plus software companies in Pokhara. But they are not hiring software developers. They just have 2 or 3 teams. They are doing everything from front end to back end to database to designing only with 2 or 3 teams. I just visited, the famous software companies of Pokhara. Just yesterday also, Waves of Nepal and different technologies company. But there are only 3 or 4 persons working in the company. That's why we are not getting jobs in the market in Pokhara. But in case of Kathmandu, that's very great. In Kathmandu, opportunity is very high. So that's why the most problem is our market, and next problem is we. Our market is bad, but there are lots of opportunities in the global market. But to work with the global market, we have to have very much advanced skills, right? Very expertise skills. Just before 3 days, maybe just before 3 or 4 days, me and our principal, sir, we just had a meeting with a person who is from USA. And he has his own company in USA, software company, technology company. Right now he's hiring 10 plus employees in the post of data engineer, data scientist, software engineers, Java developer. But we from the Pokhara, we cannot fit into that job because they only need highly expert people. There are lots of opportunities in the foreign too. We can work with the foreign offices, foreign companies, just sitting here in Nepal. I've seen lots of people, I've seen lots of professionals who is working in the foreign companies, just sitting here and earning lots of money. But the problem is our market, because the global market is already ahead, you can see the picture. So what we can do is, we have to uplift our market. We have to motivate our businessmen, and we have to present ourselves what we can do to our businessmen. Right now in my office, I'm offering to those businesses who cannot afford the technology, who cannot afford, for example, web applications, I'm offering for free. I'm proving them that what they can do using technology. So after the 3-4 months, after proving them what we can do, they can pay us back. So that the most important thing we can do is we have to uplift our market. If the market with us, we'll have lots of opportunity with us. And to work with the global market, to work with the companies who are from USA and Australia, from different foreign OECD countries, we have to be very highly skilled. That's why the station is how can we achieve that? That I'm going to tell you the roadmap. So the future, here we are going to prepare yourself. We are going to prepare our future with XDezo Technologies. We have numerous opportunities. Right now we are hiring developers, photographers, designers also in our team. But we don't have even from our college. My first priority is I want to hire from my startup because it is better if I hire from my startup because they will learn and our college recognition will grow, right? That's my priority. So our top industry courses, what XDezo Technologies really offer. We have a very high skilled team and professionals, even from the data scientist of Google. My personal mentor is data scientist of Google. And our top industry courses is completely offline. We don't offer it online. The full stack of development course, this course is all about 90 hours, but we don't only teach you 90 hours, because we are going to hire you. That's why we have to teach you 100% completely. No matter it takes 6 months, 9 months, but you have to be highly skilled so that we can work with our clients, foreign clients too. So the next course is the full stack mobile development course. This course is going to deliver by the developer from Khalti, who is working in the Khalti and have 4-5 years of experience in mobile development. And the complete graphic design masterclass, the complete digital marketing course. Right now we have openings for 2 digital marketing executive. And advanced courses online. We have 3 courses online. Maybe these 3 courses are for the first time in Nepal and is going to taught by data scientist of Google. That's very cool. This artificial intelligence course, machine learning course, and data science course is going to teach you by data scientists of Google, especially online in the weekends courses. And my advice: where do you start? The full stack of development course. And my advice is to don't start actually from the AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning, because the learning curve is very long. When you start learning from the AI, you will get bored because learning curve is very long. So when you start, if you start from full stack web development course, after 3 or 4 months, you will have some skills and you will start earning money. After earning money, you will get motivated to learn new technologies again. That's the case. You can directly start from AI, machine learning, no problem. You can directly take course from the data scientist. But learning data science, learning AI, learning machine learning, working on machine learning, that's a very long course. You need to spend regularly 2 years to work in the market. So you can simply start from full stack web development course, and you can simply go to the market and you can apply for a job just after 3 months if you work very hard. After 6 months, I guarantee you, company will hire you because you will have those skills. So what are the skills that we are going to teach you in this six months? Our full stack web development course includes, and we have 2 industries. We have service industry and we have product industry. In the product industry, we don't use these technologies only. We use especially current technologies that is especially used in the global market. But in service industry, we use these technologies, and we are going to hire you for the service industry to work for the market org. So in the front-end technologies, we'll teach you. Will help you to understand HTML, CSS, JS, and Bootstrap. Just writing hello world, that doesn't work. You have to know how to make a product for the market. Maybe you know HTML, right? Doctor HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, but only writing hello world and doing only simple page, that doesn't work in the market. Because you have to make product for the client, and client most satisfied